Hey Gemini, welcome to Dark Eve Tarot. I am Eve, and we're gonna get you a message about something that's going on, and then what's really going on. So kind of like what's being portrayed, and then what's underneath that. What maybe is being hidden, something like that. All right, Gemini. And you wanted me to use the Dark Mirror Oracle, so put your buckle up, put your boots on, whatever, sit down. All right, Gemini. So what do we have here? Fragmentation. This fragmentation card, it kind of feels kind of like a trap. Feels kind of like a trap. I don't know. I don't know if this is something that you want put back together or not. At least that's the impression I'm getting here. So, this is already kind of out. It's already kind of out in the ethers, kind of. This is very. I don't know if this is a very familiar place for you, Gemini. Because I know you're like super awesome with logical things. This does not seem logical. So I'm kind of interested in what is going to be portrayed when you're dealing with something that doesn't necessarily make sense. So it could be something emotional, because I don't know that waters are something that you are like expert navigators at, It's like you know what they are, but more of like in a clinical sense. I mean, not all of you. I'm totally generalizing here, but you know what I'm trying to say, though, right? Alright, so we have Justice. Let's get the other two cards. Ten of Cups. Yeah, everything's just fine. And then we have Five of Pentacles. What on earth? This doesn't make a lot of sense, like, right away. But I kind of expected that, so. Alright, so we have the Justice card here. And of course, Justice is blind, right? And I really think there's something that you are blind to here. And so this is what's being portrayed, right? There's some kind of fragmentation, there's some kind of discombobulation going on, and you are kind of, portraying yourself, or the situation is portraying itself as, oh, this is fair, it's even, the scales are balanced, everything's hunky-dory. I mean, like, and it's almost too convincing, like trying too hard to convince everyone that, hey man, I'm okay. No, there's nothing wrong. I'm great. You know what I mean? Like, look, I'm sliding down a rainbow. I'm dipping my toes in all the cups or whatever. You know what I mean? It just doesn't seem right. So I want to say, Gemini, that if you are trying to portray something in a much brighter light than it really is, that I want to say that not everyone believes you. You're not being that convincing, and probably because you're out of your wheelhouse here with whatever this kind of emotional fragmentation thing is. I mean, I can see that I can see you compartmentalizing things, because that's somehow it works for you, right? Putting things into their, into the, like, into their sensible locations or whatever. But if we're talking about, like emotions and stuff, like things that are kind of tricky for you to navigate, that may not work so well for you. It's like something needs to be dealt with here. And then we have the Five of Pentacles here, so it's kind of like bringing a little bit of practicality and a little bit of either practicality or money into the situation here. It's like you want something. It's like this Ten of Cups plus this Five of Pentacles makes me feel like you're on your way to fulfilling your dreams. You're on your way to fulfilling your wish. Like you've got it. You know what I mean? Like you've got it. You've figured it out. Like everything's great. Everything's fine. But I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. I need. It's weird. It's like I need more information here, Gemini, because I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on inside of you here. Why are you keeping? There's obviously something you're keeping to yourself, and I don't know why. I guess I should just pull out those cards to figure out why. But again, the impression you're giving is that everything's okay. I am like being totally right on. This all makes sense. And I'm on my way to fulfilling whatever like practical or financial plans I've got going on, but all the while ignoring some kind of emotional fragmentation. Like, so let's just see, what is it about? The temple of my body. So you have card number 2 here, and it's the temple of my body. Oh my gosh, what are you, like a closet drinker or something? I don't know. It feels like hiding a bad habit. The temple of my body, this feels like hiding a bad habit. It's almost like there is some kind of like secret emotional dependence on something, whether it's like alcohol, food, drugs, or you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And it's not something that you advertise, it's something completely underneath all of this. But it's like if you've been trying to figure out why you like binge on certain things, or and it doesn't even have to be like food or alcohol or whatever. It could be like watching movies or playing video games or whatever. But if you've been trying to figure out why you get so obsessed, like why you binge so much on these things, it has to do with this fragmentation, this emotional compartmentalizing that you've done over a period of time. Okay. So let's get our underneath cards out, and we'll see what's underneath all of these here. So we have Nine of Pentacles under the Justice, and this Justice is kind of like, yeah, everything's logical, everything's making sense, everything's, in order, and and then you have then you have someone holding like some little special little gift in their hand. Like, it's not about what you deem is in order. It's not about what you portray as in what's in order or what's logical. It's Gemini. It's really about what means the most to you. What's precious to you? Is this precious to you? This portrayal here? It's about what's precious to you. That's where the real that's where you look at your real abundance. Not whatever this abundance pipe dream is over here. And under the Ten of Cups, we have Nine of Cups. Interesting. They're so close. So really, I mean, if you are trying to portray something that isn't quite the truth, the best way to do that is it to include an element of truth. So you are happy, like you're happy with something, right? But you're just not happy. You're not necessarily happy with this. Huh. You're tricky, Gemini. This feels like overseeing, and it's funny because both of these cards, you have someone looking down at the cups. It's like you've got this figure here, which is a lot more angelic and fluffy. You know what I mean? Like kind of cotton candy and rainbows and shit. It's like you've got this person here looking down at all these cups. Now here, in the more underneath, more what's really going on section, you have someone who's a lot more realistic, a lot more down to earth. It feels like a real person, you know what I mean? And Gemini, again, like it's coming out next to this, what is precious to you, right? So it's like you're here, you're looking at what's precious to you. Here, you're portraying what's precious to other people. All right, so Five of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Interesting. So we have cups, pentacles, pentacles. Wow, it's like you, I mean, you are really good at this. Whatever, it's like you're good at portraying, well, you're Gemini, though. You know people, you know how to communicate. Man. All right. I can see how this could apply also to anyone who has Gemini South Node. Okay. So we have Page of Pentacles, and this is kind of like this, what did I say? It's either like a financial or practical type dream or goal or something. And then we have here Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles has something to learn. The Page of Pentacles is a novice energy. It is a student energy. So there's something here that you need to learn. You don't know everything about whatever this is. I mean, the truth of it is you don't know everything, but that's not what you're portraying. It's like you've got this justice card up here, which is like, I'm the judge. I mean, I can decide. I know. I am fair. I got this, you know? But really, Gemini, you're still figuring things out. You're still figuring things out. And it's because you don't have it all figured out. Like, because you don't have it all figured out, it's like you go to some kind of outside thing that you consume in order to try to figure it out or to get in touch with your emotions. It's weird. It's like, it's kind of like screwing yourself here, because if you if you think that you can only tap into these things, the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, these things that are precious to you, these things that really mean a lot to you, being your real self, you can only be your true self if you obsess or binge on these things. But like, what am I trying to say here? But like, if you obsess and binge on these things, you're actually blocking out all of this. You're blocking this out. It's like the way that you're trying to figure it out is the way that you're keeping it from being figured out. So, I mean, that's why the temple of my body is important here. And like I said, it doesn't have to necessarily be something you consume, because your brain, your mind is a part of your body as well, okay? It could be something that your mind is consuming. I mean, it could just be like like toxic fucking television or something. But all right, so Gemini, this is getting long. So Gemini, if you would like to bring some of the underlying together with what's portrayed, like kind of like be a little bit more authentic with what's going on, then we're gonna get some advice for that. So we're just gonna get the bottom card from all the decks, and that'll be the advice if you want to. Oh, look at you. You've got double nines here and you've got double twos here. And that makes 1111. Interesting. Okay. Oh my gosh, and this is card 22 and this is a 2. Okay, so for all you numbers folks, there's number stuff going on here. All right, so I won't cry for you. And Gemini, this is you telling yourself this. This is you telling yourself this, okay? I will not cry for you. It's a message about just like stop feeling sorry for yourself. Stop drowning yourself in things you don't have, or thinking about what you don't have, which could also be this 5 of Pentacles, thinking of what you don't have. And then here we've got 2 of Wands and 2 of Cups. These are both, well, not both. Like 2 of Wands is making a decision, or it's a direction, okay? Now here, it's perfect because look, you've got someone portraying themselves here, and then you see the mirror and you see what they really look like. It's like you need to make a decision about how you portray yourself and what you really are. I mean, like what you really are and how you portray that. You know what I mean? Because whatever this is going overboard and it's not healthy. And here, 2 of Cups, this is merging, and that's exactly what we're doing in this bottom row here, is trying to be more of your authentic self. Merge together. So yeah, stop feeling sorry for yourself and take appropriate action here to really get to know yourself. That's really the advice here. All right, Gemini, this is your message. If it resonates, great. If it does not resonate at all, do not force it to, and I will see you later.